All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Sip Fearlessly. Woo woo!
That energy, okay?
I missed that. We haven't done that in a while.
I know.
Welcome back to Sip Fearlessly, y'all. We are excited to be here, and we have such a dope guest in the building. I love sitting down and having these mindful conversations. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do. Every time I go somewhere, every time I travel, like, yeah, we party, we have a good time, but those conversations that you have, those one-on-one, those are the most important thing to me. So we just had a great conversation. We're about to have another one. And if you guys don't know, but you should know already, I'm your girl, Sue Fearless.
And I'm Gigi.
And we are Sisters in Power.
Yes.
Okay. All right, y'all. So I just want to thank everybody who has been supporting the podcast, who has been rocking with us, who has been reaching out to us. You know, shout out to your management team, smart guy. And, the love has been really, really good.
Right.
So I really appreciate it because, we don't just sit here and do this for nothing, right?
No.
We do this
Really
for a
not.
purpose. We're sitting here, we're having these conversations because we want people to hear the story, hear the journey, right? Sometimes we go on these journeys, we have these goals, but we get frustrated in the process, right? We think it's not going to get nowhere. All of these feelings, all of these things, right? But we're here to show you that you can accomplish what you want to, right?
Yes.
And all the people that we have up here have shared their success story. And today we're going to talk to the smart guy.
It's a great opening right there.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. So
That's what we do here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna jump right into it, man.
Let's
Come
go.
on, right? Okay. So the key to, I gotta be natural.
Who are you to begin with?
They know me.
Introduce yourself.
They know me.
Okay.
They know me. So everything really is about mindset, right? And I love what you said, that a lot of people don't get discouraged because your dreams can happen, right? A lot of artists, a lot of content creators, they don't realize that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Right? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And man, you gotta have a mindset, but intention is important, right? So faith without work is dead. Mm-hmm. But work without faith is also dead.
Right.
See? Because you always hear that faith without work is dead, right? But work without faith is also dead, right? Because you're just going through the motions. You think because you're going through the motions, you have motion, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to have the expectations to reach whatever destination that you set outside, that you set for yourself in the form of a goal, right? Like faith without work is dead, but work without faith is also dead.
Right.
You have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have expectations, right? And because, every no will eventually turn into yes. It's about, it's about repetition. And a lot of artists, because I'm an artist too, right? I make music, right? And a lot of artists never make it because they don't understand, like the brother was talking about, I was listening, I like what he said about, name, image and likeness, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also got to understand that music is not the product.
Right.
The music is the commercial for the products you sell or the services you
Exactly.
provide.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So remember, faith without work is dead, but work without faith is also dead. Mm-hmm. Your faith has to be intentional. You have to have clarity associated with your faith. So you're not just saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to work hard. No, I'm working hard and this is going to happen. I'm going to the gym. I'm dieting. I'm doing sit-ups every day because I want a six-pack.
Right.
BBL Drizzy. She's doing the squats, right? She's doing the squats every day, right? Going to the gym every day to do squats, right? Because she wants her booty to look bigger.
That's right.
Right? So as artists, they need to understand that, like McDonald's, right? Remember, music is the commercial for the products. Now, every artist that's watching this, if you apply this to your life, it's going to change. And I'm just piggybacking on what you said about people sharing their success stories, right?
Yeah.
And I like to pride myself on just being matter of fact. I like to pride myself on being, transparent, direct, and because what I eat won't make you shit and what I drink will make you pee, right? And a lot of people who are successful, they don't want company or they cap and they're just frauding, right? They're lying, right? So artists, music is the commercial for the products you sell or the services you provide, the products you promote or the services you promote. Think of it like McDonald's. Now, McDonald's, they have products, right? Burgers and fries.
Right.
They have music. Ba, 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 ba. I'm loving it.
Yep.
But they have a product, burgers and fries. They provide a service. What service is that? Commercial real estate, because they're a franchise.
Yep.
So when an artist puts out a project, right, an artist has to identify the products that align with the music that they're putting out. And the inspiration for the products needs to be utilitarian, meaning the things that you indulge in, because your music needs to be connected to you, telling your story. It needs to be autobiographical, just with melody. Every page out of your personal diary is an actual song. Now that's your career, right? Like you're putting out these autobiographical books about your life at different time points and timestamps, and then you have a product associated with every time stamp. Because the products that we indulged in at 12 and 13, typically we're not indulging in them at 22 and 25. And then the products that we indulge in at 25, we're not indulging in at 35 to 40. And then the products that we indulge in from 40, right? You know, when you get 60, 70, it's a different group of products.
Right.
So now you have a lifespan for your products, right? So you have to identify your products. Your products have to be utilitarian. Utility meaning needs,
Yes,
right? Nobody wants to
exactly.
wear your T-shirt. I'm sorry.
Right.
You know, nobody wants to wear your merch. Everybody wants to go to merch. You can't go to merch until you get a certain point, right? You got to have products, right? People are going to eat, they're going to smoke, they're going to get high, right? Certain things, right? Utility.
Yeah.
Next thing is, let's talk about infrastructure now. You have to have a content calendar, a reinforcement calendar, and a revenue calendar. Your content calendar is all the content you got to create from Monday to Sunday through free social media. Social media is free, right?
Right.
So you have to monopolize. You have to monopolize all the available digital real estate that's out there available to you.
Right.
You have to get out there and create. You have to oversaturate what you're doing, right? And then once you go through the phase of oversaturation, because once you oversaturate, this is a dead end.
Right.
The next phase is you have to take the same output, but now add value. So now it's not oversaturation. You know what I mean? It's actually it's sufficient saturation or adequate saturation, right? Next thing is you have to create a reinforcement calendar. You got to identify what motivates you. This is relevant to me, you, everybody in this goddamn room.
Absolutely.
Right? Because you can't remember faith without work. Faith without work is dead, right? But work without faith is also dead, right? So you have to identify the things that motivate you. You have to identify the things that keep you going. You have to identify the things that fire you up. If you're not fired up, if you're not, you know, I asked one of my business partners here today, like, you know, how do you feel? You know, he pulls up in a 2025 Maybach, right? We got nice cars outside, right? And I'm asking him, I'm like, man, yo, how do you feel, man? He's like, man, I feel amazing, man. I feel right. You said it right. I feel great, right? Of course, riding that shit, you should be, right?
Right.
But you have to, every single day, you have to control how you feel. This is the reinforcement calendar. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. How you think creates how you feel.
Bingo. Yes.
Listen, because people say all these, what's that word? Innuendos and innuendos and these proverbs. So to say, I created this. I created this based upon experience. This is powerful. How you think creates how you feel. Well, how does that work? Your body produces chemicals. Your body produces endorphins. Every pharmaceutical drug they sell on the counter, you can create it internally in your body. Okay? So now you're feeling some type of way. You don't realize the reason why you fucking depressed because you're thinking about a dog that died 20 years ago or whatever, right? How you think creates how you feel. Then how you feel becomes an emotion. Now you got to identify. This is a psychoanalysis you have to give yourself. How are you feeling every single day? Right? How do you really feel? Like strip away the bullshit. Strip away this facade. How do you feel today in this moment? How do you feel? And if you feel good, how did you get to that feeling? Well, it was a thought. Well, what was that actual thought that you were thinking to create that goddamn feeling? How you think creates how you feel. You have to architect your mind. You have to architect your thoughts. You create how you think. You create how you feel. Then how you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration has a gravitational pull. The same things that you bring in the opposite you repel. So you're bringing things into your life, then you're repelling things out of your life. The problem is you can't let the shit leave out of your life because you've been attached to the shit that's been in your life. And then when you change, when you change how you think about yourself, right? When you change how you think about yourself,
and that's where it starts.
The energy that you're projecting to the universe changes.
Yes.
And then now people that are not on the same frequency, they are going to leave your life. Winners have to lose losers.
Yes.
Winners have to lose losers.
Yes.
Okay? So now when you start to
Winners have to
understand it,
lose.
right?
What?
When you start to understand this shit, right? Then it's like Father Time is not kind, motherfuckers. It ain't time. Everybody acting like, listen, you can't Botox, BBL, gym membership Father Time.
Right.
Your age is your motherfucking age. Right. I don't care how the fuck good you look externally. Internally, you have an expiration date. We all do. So now it's like, what do you do when you meet that expiration date? Are you going to meet that expiration date with regret?
Yep.
Or are you going to meet that expiration date with peace?
Right. With fulfillment.
This conversation gives people an opportunity for redemption, to turn, to pivot, to get in a parallel path. With every second that goes by, it's a chance to turn your life around. So an hour is a lifetime full of second chances. 1 hour, you can watch one podcast, one interview, you can sit fearlessly, right? But what, you know what I mean? And then you say, okay, well, I got to pivot now. Life is real. It's not a joke, right? Let me backtrack. We talked about content calendar. We talked about reinforcement calendar. Now I'm going to go to revenue calendar. The man behind the camera been doing this shit for a long time.
That's right.
Right? But guess what? He didn't see the revenue that he was supposed to see. Right? Now he just might had to go through all of those things just to get to a positioning to get the revenue, to get his just due, because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. See, God works in what? Delayed gratification, not instant gratification.
Yes.
Right? You know, the brother had a spot in the Bronx, you know, huge, right? Like the vision was different.
Yeah.
Right? Now
That's a
look,
fact.
the Matrix Studios. Right? He was already living in the metaverse. He was already living in augmented reality, but he had to catch up. Right? So God is delayed gratification. So when you understand delayed gratification, you understand how God works, then you have to apply mindset techniques.
Yes.
When you listen what I'm saying, right? Because this is so
Preach. Yes.
this is so important. It's relevant to me, my team, you guys, everybody watching, right? This is real shit. Like, listen, this is real shit, right? The devil is instant gratification. Right? God is delayed gratification. You're not denied. You're just delayed. And that delay, God is building you. He's cultivating you, preparing you for the position that he's going to put you in tomorrow. So then when you get there, now it's your time. But now you don't feel excited anymore. This is why understanding how you think creates how you feel. So you have to master controlling and creating your emotions.
Yes.
So as you're waiting for your moment, right? You're waiting for your moment. When that moment comes, you can revitalize your mindset. You can revitalize your well-being. You can recharge your frequency because you've been controlling it while you've been waiting. You've been controlling it while you've been waiting. You've been controlling it while you've been waiting. Then when God knocks on the door and says, hey, come on, motherfucker, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm happy now. Right?
That's a
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
Because I'm still doing music. How many people quit? They don't even write raps anymore. They give up. How many people had ideas for radio stations and podcasts and then they just quit and threw it away because it took 5 years, it took 10 years. Man, listen, man, God works slow.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Right? So this is why we talk about understanding your mind, how your mind works.
Yeah.
And then you say, okay, now I have this goal, I have this dream, I have this vision. I have this goal, I have this dream, I have this vision. Those are 3 different things.
Right.
A goal, a vision, and a what?
And a dream.
A goal, a vision, and these are 3 different things. Right? Right? A dream, what is a dream? Okay, a dream is just perfection.
Right.
Right? A goal is the route to there. Right? It's a dream, a goal, and a vision. Now, most people don't have a vision. They just have hallucination.
They don't.
A hallucination is something that only you can see. A vision is something that everybody can see.
Yes.
So when you start to get clear on what it is that you actually want, Then you start to realize that you're nowhere near where you need to fucking be.
Right.
Right? And then you have to have the lifestyle associated with the weight.
Exactly.
You want to smoke, you want to drink, you want to party. You're not telling Father Time that you appreciate him.
Right. You have to be disciplined.
You're playing, right? Like you didn't get there yet.
Right.
So now you 20 pounds overweight. Your raps ain't as sharp as they used to be. The cameras you're using ain't the newest ones. The edits, the cuts are real like old looking, right? Because you're out of touch. This is not a sprint. This is a fucking marathon, right? So I'm gonna go to the next point, right? And we all talking about giving source about, and don't worry, it's not gonna be long. we talking about success. We're talking about success. Everybody wants to emulate once the motherfucker crosses the finish line.
Yes, let's talk about it.
And then you associate the work with the crossing of the finish line. The beginning of the race is not like the end of the race. Okay?
Right.
So you cannot look at someone who's successful and emulate what they're doing at this stage.
Exactly.
And not.
Exactly.
And most people, they don't want to emulate the entry level.
Yes.
Right.
They want to emulate CEO, helicopter, heliport, chauffeur outside. It doesn't work that way. This is fucking painful. You have to have a pain threshold.
Extremely.
And a lot of people, listen, a lot of people sitting here fronting.
Right.
We got to work together. If we don't work together,
Look.
if we don't work together now, listen, if we don't work together, then it never happens.
Exactly.
Right? So
that's where you lose the losers, like you said.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And so what that means is now we're talking about understanding where the industry is going. It's digital. Are we understanding computer science? Are we understanding AI and how AI and augmented reality is gonna work? Right? And if we understand augmented reality, then we have to understand that real estate is gonna be so important. Physical real estate.
Right.
Because augmented reality is just digital clothes on top of real backgrounds.
Right.
So take this room, right? This room could be nothing in it, and AR can make this room look like you're in the jungle.
Right.
Can make this room look like you're in the office. Can make this room look like you're in New York City or you're in China, you're in Dubai, right? So we don't own real estate. We're not even positioning ourselves for the future and where the industry is going. We have to create our own industry. Now, I was listening, I was ear hustling to your last interview, right? Shout out to the brother. And he mentioned Dubai, right? You know African Americans, we got more money than Dubai? Seriously. We generate $240 to $275 billion every 4 to 5 months. In more. Like it's more. I'm just giving projections, right? Our disposable income, we have more money in the black community than Dubai. But they mass market Dubai like Dubai has limitless money. Man, oh my God, if you go to Dubai, man, we got it. And everybody wants us to look outside ourselves. Everybody wants us to look out the window, because if black people start to look in the mirror, then the paradigm is going to shift. Right? And they invest billions and billions and billions of dollars of marketing dollars to keep us away from us.
Yeah.
We're in the times of David and Goliath. Technology is the slingshot, but the rock inside the slingshot is collaboration. The collaboration has to be horizontal, not vertical. Horizontal meaning peer to peer.
Well, that's the issue. That's why they're making us see outside of ourselves, and we are looking outside of ourselves, because that's the problem. A lot of us are not collaborating. A lot of us are not putting our resources together. And look, they're even stopping the venture capitalists in investing in black women-owned businesses and things like that. Like you're right.
I mean, but we never need it, so you got to think, right? So this is why it's important for us to understand how to build institutions, how to build corporations, how we have to create our own industry. The industry is over. You know what I mean? You have to have that reality check. And a lot of people, we talking about the smart guy. That's my brand. We talking about Sip Fearlessly. We talking about the Matrix Studios. You want to sit here and keep playing, chasing something that you're never going to catch. You trying to get on a boat that is left dock already.
Right.
Yo, wait, bring us on.
Right.
Yo, I got my name. I got my what? I got my image. I got my likeness. I got my name. I got my. Yo, yeah. You dead in the water.
Right, you missed it.
Yo, I'm smart. Yo, I rap. I'm the best. I'm telling you. Yo, Chizzy, we got it, man. And then you 50 years old, you 40 years old. The graveyard is filled with a bunch of people that was chasing dick riding motherfuckers that didn't care. Listen, the industry is ran by the devil.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, if you're not willing to sell your soul, then what are you doing? You keep trying to wait until selling your soul is palpable for you. Well, okay, I don't want to get fucked in the ass, but I'll suck some dick.
Right.
Crazy.
Talk about it.
It's
Well, I ain't gonna suck no dick, but I'll blood sacrifice somebody. Well, no. They're gonna, okay, you're gonna have to kill somebody, and you're gonna have to suck some dick.
Right.
Yeah. Who's sucking dick tonight?
Right.
That's how the devil works, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you have to have this reality check, and once you understand, like I had the reality check, right? Okay, I'm not gonna fit into this shit. And I'm going to stop trying to. I'm never going to be emasculated. I'm never going to be a homosexual. I'm never going to throw up stupid hand signs.
Right.
I'm never going to embrace skull and bones and all this whatever shit they saying. They might have different names for it, but I'm not embracing none of that. And the ones that do, that's your business. I rock with God. Mm-hmm. I rock with God, and I made a choice a long time ago to rock with God. I lost friends. I lost families. I lost fake-ass relationships, whatever. Right. I didn't give a fuck, though, because I got to go with God.
Right.
Right? And our actions are the lawyers for our soul in God's court when we die, so every deed is like testimony. You see? So it's not going to be worth it in the end. You see? So, and I want every artist, every content creator to watch this. Stop being a, which camera? Which camera I'm in? Stop being a dick rider. They don't want you.
Yeah.
They don't want you. Nobody cares about your music, your brand, your podcast, none of that shit. You got to care about it.
Right.
Like, seriously. We put so much in, like, this is why it's important for us to have these type of conversations to give the ones who are ready for the reality check. Everybody's not ready for the reality check.
Right.
Some people got a gun by their alarm clock, right? Because the second you try to hit the snooze button, no, the second you try to not hit the snooze button, they're gonna shoot you. Because they want to stay asleep. A lot of people got pistols by their alarm clock. They want to stay asleep. So for the ones that want to stay asleep, Z your ass away.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Okay. So and one of the last points I want to make is it's time. It's so much opportunity. And I'm telling you guys, I'm telling myself, I'm telling my team, I'm telling people who's gonna see this, telling the man behind the camera, what the fuck are you waiting for? You ain't make $100 million. You ain't liquid.
Right.
It's $1 trillion fucking industry. So we sitting here trying to chase somebody. What you look like, you worth $2 billion chasing somebody that's gonna give you $2.
Right.
And you chasing this person your whole life, and when you finally catch him, they give you $2. The whole time, if you would have chased your motherfucking self, you'd have made $2 billion.
Right.
So what's the point? Yeah. So I know you had some questions. You know what I mean? I wanted that was important. Oh, and
I'm like,
and let me say this last point too. Hold on, one more point, Queens. Listen, it's a company called Belor, Vivendi, and Viacom, right? And white people brainwash us to be divided. Behind the scenes, they create corporations and coalitions. They create corporations and coalitions, but they push this sole proprietorship, independent shit on us. Do you think Jeff Bezos owns Amazon? Do you? Because he doesn't.
No.
Because he doesn't. Do you think Steve Jobs owned Apple? Do you think Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook? Do you think Larry Page and Sergey Brin own Google? Right? Most people don't realize these names, right? But they're mass marketed as the face card. But behind the scene, it's corporations, it's coalitions, it's families, it's private firms, right? This is hundreds of people owning this one company, but they mass market it as this is one person to make us think like, oh yeah, that's the thing to be. That's the American dream. I want to be like the white man. I'm a boss. I'm the big homie. I'm a boss. This shit doesn't exist.
Wow.
So when you understand that you need your brother, you need your sister, you need your neighbor, right? Then your attitude has to change.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
No, that's a fact. I think, mindset is so important because you also lose out on opportunities Because like you said, the way you think is what you're going to receive, is what you're going to feel. So when you're going out there every day and you're walking out with a negative mindset and you feel like everybody's attacking you and everyone's against you and everyone is judging you. We're in the social media era right now. Everyone's, you're comparing yourself to other people. That's exactly what's going to happen to you. That's what you're going to get in return.
Yeah, because it's pimp hole. This is so easy. Look, the industry is designed to destroy you.
Right.
It's designed to break you down.
Yeah. Right.
Everything you need, you already have.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you just want it. It's the devil's job to highlight what you don't have and make what you don't have appear to be what you actually need.
Yeah,
and now you're chasing something that you can't never acquire because you don't need it. God only allows his creations to acquire what they need, right? And what you want will always destroy you.
Right.
What you need is perfect. You see? Then there's a difference between what you want and then God's purpose for you.
Right.
What you want and then God's purpose for you. Right. Now you got what you want. You got your ambitions, right? So check this out. God allowed you to have a skill set conducive and in alignment with what you want.
Right.
But not for his purpose for you.
Yeah.
And God's purpose that he has for you, you don't have that skill set. It's hard for you to learn it. It's hard. You like, man, fuck this. I can't go this route because it's too hard.
Exactly.
But that's the test.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
When you're going on God's purpose, the devil though, see, the devil though gives you distractions in the form of opportunity to make you chase what you want and get you away from the purpose that God has designed for you. Because the only way to have true peace, real peace, is to be in alignment with God's purpose for you.
Yeah,
Amen.
absolutely.
Finding your purpose.
But that's a lot of the issue. A lot of people don't know how to dig deep and figure out what their purpose is.
Yes, they do.
Right.
Yes, they do. Here it is right here. Yo, God, what's my purpose? Done. God is simple.
But they don't know how to do that.
How do you know?
Yeah.
God, what's my purpose?
They don't have the
Because
connection.
they're looking more at the wants.
No,
They're
listen.
looking more at what they want.
God, what's my purpose?
And they're looking for a certain answer.
The devil's a liar. The devil's a liar.
That's a
The
fact.
devil's a liar. God number is 7.
Ooh, and that's
Wow.
my number too.
No, listen. Check it out. The devil number. Look, watch this. Look. What's your brother name in the back? What's your name?
Excel.
Excel.
XL. Check this out. You ready? 5524856739573459178644264511. Tell me exactly what I said verbatim.
I just heard 777.
Watch. What? Right? Now, you ready for the next number? You ready? 7. What I just said now? That's God. That's God's number. The first number was the devil's number. Now call him. You like, what the fuck?
Right.
How the fuck you? He spin you. The devil's a spin master.
Ooh,
The devil makes God is simplistic. God is simple. People like, yo, I don't know how to get to God. Yo, help.
Right.
That's it.
It's true.
Every prayer is
true.
answered
Right.
when it's authentic.
Right. Well, a lot of people don't know who they are even.
You keep
They
trying to
don't-
reinforce that. They
No,
do know.
Okay.
Listen, they do know. I just told you, right? Life or death is of the tongue. So we have to train ourselves. We have to train ourselves to what? Like you said, to what? To speak. To
So
speak.
watch what we speak.
That's the devil.
Right.
Right? This is this pessimistic mindset. Where did this come from? God said, let there be light, not let there be depression.
Right.
Right.
God said,
Right.
ask and it shall be given. Not asking, I won't give you shit.
Right.
Right? God said, knock and it will be open. Not knock and I'm going to lock it. He said, seek and you're going to find. Not seek and you're going to be lost.
Right.
Hey, where's the ways at? I need it. No,
Right.
man. Right?
Right.
So again, we have to understand, right? We have to understand. This is why you have to. Now, look, let me give you some. I understand what you're trying to say.
Right, because I know this, right? So
Yeah.
I practice a lot of this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I practice a lot of emotional intelligence. I'm very tired and very passionate about what my purpose is. So I practice this all the time, but I see it in my face all the time. People are struggling with this.
Listen,
They're
no,
struggling.
listen. Now check it out. No, see, you're telling on yourself now. It's something called, you're talking emotional intelligence. I know. Listen, I'm very well read. It's called reticular activational systems.
Okay.
You only see what you look for. And what you're thinking is going to come into your circumference because subconsciously you're thinking it. You don't only see what you are. Situations and things that you pay attention to is reflections of you. Right? So again, when you have this type of you have to have emotional you have to have emotional intelligence, but also I like to call it mind accountability, mental accountability.
Right.
So you have to go on. I created this thing. We got a tour called No Labels Tour, and we teach in mindsets, right? Next show is in August, and we talk about how to have a negative speak fast. So, I teach people negative speak fast. I'm going to go 7 days without saying nothing negative. Hardest thing to do in your fucking life. I'm going to go 7 days. Look, I'm going to go 7 days without saying nothing, without saying anything negative.
I like that.
So now what happens is you start to realize how much negative shit you actually see. And then when you ask yourself the question, why am I seeing this negative shit? Mental accountability now. Right? And then the people around you, they want to impose their negativity on you.
That's what I'm talking
Always.
about. That's what I'm
Because,
talking about.
no. Listen. Because winners have to what?
Losers.
Losers, right?
So what happens
They're the
is,
losers.
listen, what happens is, I'm going to tell you what happens. This is hard conversations. This is hard conversations. And I specialize in hard conversations because I teach not for you to love me. I teach for you to love yourself.
Right.
Yes.
And being real.
Yes.
Right?
Amen.
I teach not for you to love me. I teach for you to love yourself. My cousin, right back there, right? I told him this shit. He gonna probably get mad. I don't give a fuck. I told him that when his daughter was born, right? I said, yo, bro, do the YouTube channel. This is years ago. I said, do the YouTube channel. Do it this way. iMovie, blah, 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 blah. Except, all the same shit I did for myself. And we in the same field. He raps better than me. Now, I'm nice as a motherfucker. I'm gonna keep it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna throw a little alley-oop, and I'm not even throwing no shade or being. He's very, very lyrically inclined, right? And so he has a better skill than me, better pen than me. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, look, man, you gotta do A, B, C. He said, yeah, all right, cool. But he didn't apply it. And then check this out. We talked about coming together, right? And we never came together until now. Right? And a lot of times what it is we want for our family what we want for ourselves.
Right.
But if we haven't acquired what we want for ourselves, we can't want for our family because they can't see it, respect it, or value it, right?
Right.
So it's that, and then you got some family members that you just can't fuck with. You gotta let them go.
Right.
That's a fact.
And you're only seeing it because now you're not letting it go. And then this is what I'm saying. I'm at this point. Now we talk about survivor's guilt, right? We talk about, yo, he acting funny. No. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Period.
Right? Oh, but you was with me shooting in the gym. But you never grabbed a rebound.
Okay.
You never bought a bottle of water. You never bought a towel. You never got no lunch after the game.
Yep.
People stay close enough to you to make you feel like they're a part of your success. But keep enough distance so where they don't got to actually put no work in to contribute to your success. They was just there. You was just with me. You wasn't working with me. You was just with me. You was just there like he's sitting there, right? He's just sitting there. So if he's been sitting there for 10 years and he hasn't, but if he was, then I could be like, oh, well, this is my man. This is my day one. Ain't my day one.
No.
Because the whole time he was just there, but kept just enough space.
Right.
So he ain't have to
He ain't
do
got to
nothing.
redo
He ain't got
nothing.
to put no work
So now
in.
when you get successful, your downfall, you be like, damn, he backstabbed me. He was never with you to begin with.
Right. Wow.
So you have to vet the people around you by giving them opportunities. A closed mouth doesn't get fed, but the one feeding the mouth should never have an open mouth. This is the mistake that I made. A closed mouth will never get fed. So meaning that if you have created value, if you have created interest, right? Name, image, likeness, right? And you created this NIL for yourself. It's powerful and viable. It's not my job to be like, yo, Chizzy, yo, pull up. Yo, Monty, pull up. Yo, Jeter, yo, where you at? Yo, bro, we got to be focused. Bro, like, who's doing that for me?
Right.
Because who's doing that for me? Like, and again, this is the thing where you start to be like, oh, wait a minute. So if I don't do it, the people that is giving me pushback for me trying to get them with me, then I'm done. I'm dead in the water.
Right.
I'm back in jail. I'm on the count.
Exactly.
On the child. I'm looking like a goofy. I can't do that, man. So again, winners have to lose losers. I'm gonna keep it real. I got abandonment issues. My mother was a drug addict. I was molested by my own mother. Never had no father in my life, right? So my family, I value that. My certain friends and shit like that, I value that. I was always the one. That's how I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? That's how I went to prison. I shot somebody for my man. Oh, I thought this was my friend.
Right.
It was never me. It was always me trying to attach.
Right.
And everybody know that I'm not lying. So I don't give a fuck how they feel, because I'm not doing it for clout. My cousin know.
Right.
When his daughter was born, I was there. Pulled up, yo, bro, we could, and I never changed. I pull up on yo, bro, come on, yo, stop, yo, fuck these niggas, man.
Right.
Yo, you could do this. Before I even have nothing, I'm trying to barely get to where I'm at right now. Am I lying, Chizzy? Yo, bro, yo, we gotta do this. Yo, bro, come on, man. Yo, let's make this video. Let's make this content. Yo, man, fuck this. We could do this way.
That's how I am too.
Right? but what you gotta understand is, and I want to get to your point, because I said I understood what you was trying to say. This is the hardest thing to do, though. Yeah. You gotta insulate and isolate yourself.
You do, absolutely.
So the thing about it is, if look, this is my family, right? If you don't realize yesterday that I was talking about today, then tomorrow I'm not gonna be in your life. That hurts me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't got no family. So I be like, yo, I be trying to put it together, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's the hard thing about heavy is the head with the crown. Is lonely on top. Right? This is real shit.
It's true.
Because I'm going somewhere. And I want motherfuckers to come.
Right.
But the requirements to get to where we going, bro, you got to meet those requirements. Not because I'm telling you I'm your boss. Right. No, bro, this is God. It's the universe. You ain't going to make it that way. When I got out of prison, I had to stop selling drugs. I had to stop hanging around with idiots. I had to stop smoking. I had to stop drinking. I had to stop getting caught up in stupid gossip and I want to face fight you in Ice Grill. I'm like, man, I'm not looking at you, B. I got to stay focused on what I'm doing. Right? And when you do that, things change. Yeah. The only way, and most people they can't tell you that because they lying about success. They lying. They want to sit in front of these cameras, man. And this is why my brand is so powerful, because people know me. They know me. They see me. They was able to touch me. They know I sold CDs. They probably bought a CD from me. They was probably in prison with me. They probably see me knock somebody out. My uncle ran into my cousin yesterday. We introduced in the family. We got a big family. He like, yo, you staying out of trouble? I'm like, yo, bro, yeah, I'm staying out of trouble. I changed my whole life around. Right. And the thing about it is, people have a frozen image of you that they think you're always gonna be. Yes. Never let that image, let that image stay that image. Right. That's the thing about, you gotta let go. Because they won't let go of how they see you. Right. You see? And then when you let it go of how you saw you had to change your self-image. You see yourself differently now. Now we can't relate. Right. Now you mad, and this is the danger. People don't talk about this. People will kill you to hold on to their older selves. Yep. Who you was has to die in order for who you're becoming to become. That's right. Right? So what happens is, you trying to build with somebody. This is your friend. For everybody watching this, be careful with the family members that you want to bring with you, because they will kill you to stay where the fuck they at. That's true. They will self-sabotage what you doing to stay where they at. Right. They will snake you. They will become Brutus. Okay? To stay where they at. Right. That's how powerful the fear of success is. Okay? These motherfuckers is fighting demons, and your pain threshold is higher than theirs. So I don't know. I don't know how my cousins feel. I don't know how my brothers feel. I know how I feel. I've seen it. I know it ain't. I know, man. I know time ain't no joke. So I don't have a tolerance for fake fraud, coonery, foolery. Right. Period. Winners have to lose losers, right? So I know I'm getting long-winded, but I feel like this is important, right? Because it's like, yo, we waste so much time. Like, we waste so much time. And look, we waste so much
work, trying to change people,
because you just fucking lying. Listen, you lying to yourself. You want to be successful. You got to have a clear fucking vision on what it is that you want to do. What do you want to do? And then what does it take to do what you want to do, and then do that and don't stop until you get there? That's success. Anybody tell you different is lying.
That's it.
Yeah, I want to answer one of your questions.
I think you answered all of them.
I mean, so I ain't want to feel like I'm taking over the show, but I get passionate about certain shit. It was cold in here, so I'm like, let me talk a little louder. I'm gonna warm up.
We spoke about the negative thoughts.
Yeah, I have some questions here, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the direction that our conversation went in, because it's so needed right now. It's super needed right now. Like, this is a time where we should be having these conversations. A lot of people are talking about every year, right? They're like, this is my year. I'm going to level up this year. I'm going to get it this year. I'm going to win this year.
Listen, this shit, I was just arguing with my manager, but I told this motherfucker, yo, for y'all motherfuckers watching this shit, Y'all motherfuckers watching this shit. Everybody, it's for everybody in this room. Everybody that's gonna see this shit because it's gonna go viral. Yo, bro, wake the fuck up.
Yeah,
2024. Right. No. Don't say yes so quick, mamacita. No, tranquilo.
Okay.
2024 is over.
Yeah.
No.
Don't say yes.
Listen. I'm saying, I tell my manager, look, I tell my manager this all the time. Because sometimes he be agreeing with me, right? And I'm an agreeable kind of person, but I don't want you to agree so quickly.
Gotcha.
Just take in what I'm saying for a second. 2024 is over, right? It's over. Another year, you didn't accomplish everything you said you was gonna accomplish. That's for you two. And I don't even know you. Another year that you said, I'm gonna do this, and I didn't. This goes for me too. We keep playing fucking with time.
Right.
Yes.
Listen, you cannot, let me tell you something, I'm telling y'all, because when you said it to me, you didn't say it to me, when you said it at the beginning, the intro, it struck a chord, because I was like, yo, I felt that. You was talking about, yo, we're gonna, talk about success stories and shit like that, and I'm like, damn. It hit me, right? Because I'm achieving success, but it's so hard. And a lot of people don't talk about the real aspect of it. You fronting. I told my manager, stop fronting. I'm telling my cousin, stop fronting. Telling myself, stop fronting. NIL, stop fronting. Motherfuckers be fronting, bro. Everybody in this room fronting. You fronting too. No, I'm saying, y'all understand. See, you don't understand how God works. You could know somebody, right? Check this out. You could know somebody, right? And they live right across the street, and you never see them. You could not know somebody, and they live 10 million miles away, and you always run into them. Why? Y'all on the same fucking frequency. You think this conversation is not confirmation? You think this interview is happening this way for no fucking reason? This is why it's happening.
It's not a coincidence.
Everybody in this room, we tired in some type of way. Everybody in this room, we dealing with some type of doubt, some type of fear, some type of insecurity, some type of anxiety, some type of front and fake shit. I'm tired.
Yeah.
At some point, I gotta fight the bully.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
Right.
I went to prison.
Right.
I wasn't no joke, but because I was scared. I never been pussy though. But I've been at points in my life where I was like terrified. Oh my God, he's gonna take my phone. Ah, I'm going crazy. I'm scared to death. I didn't cut you like Michael Myers. I'm scared to death. I'm scared of you, man. You see? So at some point, I get to that self-talk with myself. If a lion came in here and was running wild and started eating everybody, I'd be scared for about all of 3 seconds. Oh, I wanna live.
Right. Exactly.
Son gonna overtake me. Son go, this is just me. I got a warrior in me, right? So I'm sitting, and I'm saying this because I'm sitting talking to myself, Chizzy, today. I'm looking in the mirror. I don't want to look out the window. I don't want to be on TikTok. Yeah, I got a lot of followers on Instagram. I'm not going to my DM. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking in the fucking mirror. I'm not happy. There's more.
Yeah.
And anything that doesn't relate to me acquiring more, I gotta let go.
Right.
This is my last chance. This is my last chance. What's camera? This one right here? This is my last fucking chance to be great. This is my last chance to be remembered. This is my last chance for legacy. This is my last chance to change the trajectory of the motherfucking kids that's gonna come out my balls that didn't even come out my balls yet. This is my last fucking chance. I'm not pissing it away no more. This is the difference. This is my last fucking shot. It's not tomorrow. It's not next week. It's not next hour. You gotta go. You gotta go. If you don't go, it ain't gonna happen. Right. And everybody in this room been fronting, and y'all been fronting for all these years. I'm talking to y'all, and I'm talking about myself too, because we would not be in this room if we wasn't on the same frequency. And I'm here to tell you today, you gotta stop waiting. You gotta just go. Don't worry. Start where you stand and then stand where you start. Start where you stand and then stand where you start and be ready to die about that. Be ready to die about that. Be loyal to that. Be loyal to that. I'm going right here. I can't be sitting there in front and talking about, in NILs, Brandon. I can't be sitting there talking about I'm behind the camera, Matrix Studios, and motherfuckers is, bro, you see YouTube Studios? You see, no, I'm just keeping it real. Nah, this is we playing. I can't be sitting there talking about this, that, and the third. I'm looking at, I should have been past Drake. Hold up, what you doing, boy?
Hold
on, wait a minute.
What we could do.
See, we don't be having these conversations until we can't apply it. You see? Father Time is not kind, brother. Mm-hmm. You wait till you get on your fucking deathbed. My grandfather, he died of cancer, colon cancer. He laying on his deathbed. I love him to death, though. He laying on his deathbed telling me, man, you know, I fucked up, man. I never had a father. I didn't know how to raise a son. You know, you were like my son. I didn't know how to raise you. I'm like, well, thank you, but goddamn, no thank you.
Right.
You realize things that you realize mistakes that you made when you can't, when there's no redemption. Mm-hmm. You got regret when there's no redemption. You only care when it's over. Chizzy, you only gonna care when it's over. When it's over, you got your little camera, my little cousin got his little camera thing he doing something. You ain't gonna care when it, and then you 50, you 40 years old and it ain't happening. I'm only gonna care. Yo, bro, I'm going through it now. I'm trying to diet, get back on a juice fast, losing 21 pounds. I'm like, man, fuck that. I need to lose more weight. I'm gonna stay looking young. Fuck that. I gotta go because I know what I know now. Mm-hmm. I didn't know it yesterday because God knew I didn't deserve it yesterday.
Right.
So he made me wait. That's the delayed gratification. So now we got the knowledge. Stop bullshitting, bro.
Right.
I can't keep telling you stop bullshitting. Saying I tell my manager, I can't keep telling you stop bullshitting because the energy that it puts me on, the frequency that it puts me on to tell you about you takes me away from me. Mm-hmm. And I can't keep going away from me to help you because you ain't even helping me.
Right. Wow.
Exactly.
The energy I'm giving you to tell you about you keeps me away from me, bruh. I can't do that no more, homie.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Call it selfish, call it narcissistic, call it toxic masculinity, call whatever the fuck you want. You ain't gonna call it broke though. You ain't gonna call it broke in.
Right.
You ain't gonna call it left behind.
Right.
You no. You gonna call it the best ever.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel
You
like
got
a
a
motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. No support from my mother. Sometimes I wish I would have came from a different pussy, C-section. Even in birth, she didn't push me.
Wow.
Every other week, you got a new man in the house. You got the nerve to point to him like he the man of the house. And they all want me to call him dad. They all wanted me to call him dad. I grew up confused. I got beaten until I was black and blue. And you wonder why I'm in school acting a fool, cutting class, picking fights, couldn't follow the rules. Free lunch won't cut it. I'm still hungry. I need food. Hooked up with Daryl. Selling weed now, mama. I'm making moves. Yeah, mama. I'm making moves. You put a pens woman out. Left me in the system. Plus, you ain't called back. Dang, love, what you call that? If you ain't want a son, mama, shit. You should have left me in that ball sack. Two sides to the story, but I ain't having it. Too many demons inside I got to battle with. Fuck whoever trying to play devil's advocate. Y'all don't understand how real this is? I was just a kid, 5. Had to look my mama in the eye, half sleep, half high. And you wonder why I'm outside, smoking weed, pistol in my pocket, throwing up gang signs. It's because you a junkie, mama. How you gonna demand respect? You beat me because I look like the man that left. A spitting image of my daddy, huh? That's why you slap me? Can nothing please you, you ain't never happy. Straight A's on report cards getting ripped. Christmas, birthdays, I ain't get shit. Every man I see you with call you bitch. This is what I deal with? Yeah, this is what I deal with. It feels like God cursed me and my brothers because all I do is suffer. And the pain came from my mother. A rose won't grow from this concrete. Roots getting pulled out, petals getting stepped on. You came home high. Beat me half to death. You said that I slept wrong. Bloody tampons. Empty bottles of liquor, cracked valves on the same bed I slept on. How the fuck could I sleep wrong? You got me laying on the bed I could barely even sleep on. Bottles on the floor, roaches on the wall. I'm looking at the sky like God, I deserve more. God gave me this talent, all I wanted was love. Father wanted to fuck, my mother thought it was love. But I'm a king, not a nigga, please, Lord. Make a miss you when the trigger squeeze. Focus on becoming what I gotta be. Born drunk, umbilical cord filled with Hennessy. Dope in my mama vein, passed to the first seed. Lord, in my word thee. If so, then please tell me why my mama trying to curse me. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Mama getting high. Daddy friend fucking her, praying. She asking God why that man keep touching her. Forced to wear a smile when you want to frown. Hard to go to school, look your teachers in the eye when you want to die. Got blood in the panties. Period ain't come yet. Foster mother, don't see a daughter, just another check. Had 2 abortions, told the doctor she gonna keep the 3rd. Kicked out the shelter with a baby, now she on the curb. That man 35, she was only 12. Going to church and searching heaven but finding hell. Cause the preacher wanna fuck too. She get molested by the one she look up to. Her mind frame in her heart is like fuck you. Because it's hard to go to God when a preacher want to fuck too. She get molested by the one she look up to. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Like, we know, like, we all got stories. That's my life. That's my life. And then part of my mama's life, right? So now I'm sitting back thinking like, yo, bro, I don't got no time. Ain't no, I can't sit here and keep fronting and lying to myself. I can't keep sitting here and listening to lies that I tell myself like they true, and I've been lying to myself so long that it starts to sound true. Like the crackhead motherfucking chick that ain't hot no more but still thinks she hot, and she got the lipstick. Instead of putting lipstick on her lips, she putting lipstick on her ear, and she, what's up, baby? You cook, man.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? You just over. So you can't, you gonna sit there and wait? Listen, this could be the biggest talk show the game has never seen yet. Boy, you gonna settle for just this platform? I can be a generational artist. Am I gonna sit here and play? You could fucking build the next Netflix, so you gonna sit here and play. You gonna sit here and play, huh, Chizzy? You gonna sit here and play.
We're not playing what potential.
Listen.
No, we're not doing that.
After this, we is not. And
Yeah.
I think whatever little bit was left in me that I had to kill, it is dead.
Right.
After today, okay? Because if this was not motivation for y'all to like push full force forward on what your, goals are, what your vision is, what you're trying to accomplish, then I don't even know what y'all trying to hear right now.
Right, for sure. And the only way for you to be true to that is you got to make a reinforcement calendar, because if not, you're lying. That means 2 weeks from now, you're going to go back to comfort. That's for you too. If everybody that hears this. That's why I said you have to have the reinforcement calendar. I got flashcards in my car. I make my manager carry around flashcards. I say, okay, look, dude, every day you wake up, you brush your teeth, right? You guys look like your hygiene is good, right?
Yes.
So you know that tomorrow you're going to smell good because you're going to wash your ass.
Right.
But you can't say the same for your mindset, right? So, yeah, you can hear something that's a trigger that motivates you, but you have to go back
exercise
and
it.
manually reinforce the feeling you got. So you have to search for different type of triggers to keep you motivated, because today it might be this conversation. Tomorrow it might be a scene from a movie. The day after that, it might be a memory that you had. Right? So you have to find different triggers, and then it's like a seasoning. I don't know if you guys know how to cook, but you got the seasoning. Like, okay, today I'm eating this, let me boom, boom, boom. So you got to make sure the same way you get dressed, the same way you wash your body, you have to wash your mind and keep it clean. When you get one negative thought, replace it with 100 positive thoughts.
Right.
When you get one negative thought, replace it with 100 positive thoughts. Reinforcement calendar. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna share this last story before we go. I just had a fallout with my brother. Same kind of, I had this phenomenal interview, right? And I'm talking about something. The very next day we have a fallout. Self-sabotage. Everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. And as I get the going, I realize that family ain't just blood. Family is a collective, cohesive mindset.
Yeah.
So stop looking for people that have the same DNA to be with you, right? They have to have the same mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so
Thank you so much.
Sip fearlessly, my friends.
Thank
you.
you.
Sip fearlessly, my friends.
Thank you so much, King.
No, thank you.
I really appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time. I really appreciate everything you've shared with us today. This is really impactful, and I'm so grateful and appreciative that you did this on our platform.
Yes, me too.
Like, this means a lot to us. And what you shared with us, your verse and things like that. Like, that's what I was talking about in the beginning, y'all. Like, the journey to get to the success. That is one of the most important things to talk about, because like you said, people want to attach themselves to the success that you already have and run 100 miles to get there, right? But they're not looking at the journey that you went through. They're not trying to do that part of it, right? So thank you for sharing that, because that was really powerful and impactful, and it's made you the person that you are today. So thank you, and listen, this was another great episode of Sip Fearlessly, okay?
Right.
Thank y'all for supporting us. Definitely, I'm running with that. We're going to be one of the best talk shows, okay?
Yes,
because we are really invested in the truth and no fake, phony,
Right.
goofy shit.
Authenticity all around.
Authenticity. We love to sit down and have these conversations, and y'all.
And then start inviting your friends, right?
Yes.
What you do is, You have live audience, right? You start inviting your friends. Then you get executive producer. Your executive producer is the person who's going to make each episode of added value to the people that's watching. And then now the same way people want to come to shows, the same way people want to come to opera, the same way people want to come to Broadway, they're coming to sip, right? You know, and then but they're getting hydrated though, right? You know, that's what they're sipping on, right?
Okay.
I like
On
that.
that note, this is your girl
Peace.
Sue Fearless,
Yes. Woo.
Gigi, and we'll be back next time. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah.